Hello, my name is Edwin Edebiri, and I am the Chief Happiness Officer with the I Am Happy Project and also the Happy Neighborhood Project. Happy Monday, everybody. This is exciting times that we are in, and where we get to make choices. I started this several months ago, maybe even more than a year ago now, and because I came across a study that people just struggle to get going on Monday morning. And so this is our way of helping that. So if you like what you hear, folks, share the word to everybody. Again, this is a call that lasts only about 10-15 minutes, and hopefully it can set your Monday up on a foundation of happiness. Now, if you can join us on this call, you can go to the YouTube, youtube.com/Ask the CHO. That's ASK. CHO, excuse me, that is ASKTHECHO. So that's Ask the THECHO. And then you should be able to see all the ones we've done in previous week, and you also subscribe and you will be notified. Folks, today I want to talk about something that is really so simple that we take it for granted. Okay, this is so simple. It is actually 3 letters, and it's 2 words. Okay, 3 letters and 2 words. Very, very powerful. Can make us happy, can make us unhappy. Just depends on how we use it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about I am. That's right, I am and happiness. How does that play into happiness? I am. How does that play into happiness? You know, folks, think about this. Our words are so powerful. I mean, we get involved in so many self-talk. Now, I've seen a lot of research, folks, and I've dug into it myself. Most of the self-talk, unfortunately, are negative. And that is just pure and simple. Most of the self-talk are negative. Now, the question is, why would you do that to yourself? And I'm going to leave that answer forever, for a long time. But I want to kind of bring it in, folks. Self-talk is very powerful. You know, say, for example, you can get away from somebody when you don't like what they are saying, okay? You can move away from something when you don't like what's going on. And you can walk away, but you can't leave yourself. It's not possible. You go wherever you go. So self-talk is really, really powerful. It can make you happy, but it can also make you unhappy. Now, think about things like this. When people say, I am fat, I am ugly, I am stupid, I am slow, I am dumb, and the list can go on and on, so I'm not going to even indulge on that, okay? But it can continue for a really long time because people get used to it because it's so easy. They don't even have to think about it. Something don't go right, boom. They get into that. And here's what I find out. People can be more hurtful to themselves than they would ever be to anybody else. Words that they would never use to anyone else, they will use it very quickly to themselves. And then they wonder why they are not happy. Because, folks, if you use certain words, you're not going to be happy. And on the other hand, if you use certain words, you're going to be happy. So you have that power. And I want to encourage you this morning and every morning to claim that power. And yes, you can say, I am fit. You can say, I am beautiful. You can say, I'm smart. You can say, I'm fast. I'm awesome. I'm friendly. I'm dependable. I'm supportive. I'm compassionate. I'm satisfied. I'm grateful. And, of course, I am happy. Folks, your energy level changes. Now, I know some of you are struggling with that right now. You say, well, I can't say I'm fit when I'm not fit. I can't say I'm smart when I'm not smart. Folks, that's just you arguing with yourself. Because here is the truth. There are certain things you are smart at. And there are certain things you're fit at. There are certain things you're beautiful about. There are certain things you are fast about. There are certain things you're totally awesome about. Now, here is the thing, too. None of us can be 100% in all areas. None of us. That's not just human. Even robots, sometimes if they try to do everything, they break down. So you, instead of you focusing on what you are not good at, focus on what you're good at. Yes, I'm not saying don't work on the things you need to improve. Yeah, you're better off, and it's easier to improve when you acknowledge the things you're good at, because it empowers you. If you put yourself down on every single thing, it's going to be more difficult for you to get better in anything. Folks, it's really that simple. So I want to encourage you. You know, the whole, I started an article in the paper, and the column is happiness as a skill. And you guys have heard me talk about this. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, you know, happiness is an emotion. I totally understand that, and there are several other emotions. Being sad is an emotion. You know, being disgusted is an emotion. Being surprised is an emotion. There's a whole lot of emotions out there, but that doesn't mean you cannot manage your emotion. That doesn't mean you cannot be trained on some very basic skills. Now, it is very hard to learn something when you need it already. You know, if you're feeling depressed already, it's very hard to start to learn how to be happy. So part of the happiness as a skill is helping you with tools that you need, things that can come handy, things that you can learn now during the good times. So when something comes, like when life throws you a curve, you don't have to hold on to it. You have a default position. You have something you can step right into that can help you. And yes, all of us are going to have some kind of depression in our lifetime. We all do. You know, when situations change, we're going to be temporarily depressed. But what do you do to get yourself out of that very quickly, so that you don't take that situational depression into a clinical depression because you allow it to linger too long? That's what the skills are all about, folks. And some of you might get so good at it that the moment something happens that you don't like, that's taking you into that unhappiness level, boom, you can flick a switch and you're back to your happy self. And I know sometimes people might say to me, hey, come on, that's not human. You know, we have to be this. Yes, we have to be human. But I am always going to ask you this. Which one would you choose? Would you choose happiness or would you choose unhappiness? And I'm going to assume that you will choose happiness. And if you will choose happiness, then during the good time, you need to develop this set of skills. And one of the most powerful skills that you can ever learn, that you can ever put on your side, is I am. I'm telling you, you know, if something terrible is happening to you and you start quietly reaffirming yourself, I am ready for this. You know, I am powerful, I am strong, I am smart, I am this, I am that, I am that. Folks, I'm telling you, your brain is going to start rewiring itself and start getting you ready. And every time I have checked it, folks, when you say I am in a positive sense, you're happy. And when you say I am in a negative sense, you're unhappy. It really is that simple. There is no more to it, folks. It's not complicated. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to get that. And if somebody else tries to trick you into that, believing that it's more complicated, let them deal with the complication. You need to affirm yourself and say, I am simple. I got it. You know, folks, that's the power of I am. And the good news, you take that with you everywhere you go. It is not depending on anybody. It's not depending on any circumstances. It's not depending on anything. It's totally within your grasp. And yes, maybe you are struggling right now. Start it with a little step. Affirm what you want, not what you don't want. Because a lot of us are very good at that. And you ask them a very simple question, they jump into, oh, I don't like that, or I don't want that. We know that. Why don't you focus on that which you want, that which you are? So that's why, folks, this is why, you know, people say about happiness. You don't need to pursue happiness. Happiness is already inside of you, and you just need to activate it on a constant basis. Tap into it. It's a reservoir. You have it already. It's full of you. You don't need somebody else. You don't need something else. You don't need to go anywhere. It goes with you wherever you go. You are happiness already. So you need to affirm that. That's my focus for today. And yes, you may have to take baby steps. You may have to look at the mirror, and maybe you hesitate. You are not that kind of person that will say, I am, to yourself. Maybe you are not. But guess what? Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes improvement. I cannot overemphasize this, folks. This is something you need to practice, and so that you become good at it. Because when you need it, it should already be there. Because you deserve it. Folks, I totally believe this, and you guys have heard me say this before. This is my mission. This is my passion. I totally believe that every single human being deserves to be happy. And we are going to do our part to equip you. Because your happiness doesn't just affect you. It affects every single person around you. And it's split into the community that you be. So let's work on it, folks. One step at a time. It's not too difficult. So today we talk about I am and happiness. My name is Edwin Edebiri, the Chief Happiness Officer with the I Am Happy Project and also the Happy Neighborhood Project. If you like what you hear, folks, help us to spread the word. Get the link. Go to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/AskTheCHO. That's AskTheCHO. And share the link to everybody. Guess what? Happiness, folks, is a perfume. You can spray it on other people without a few drops coming back at you. So help us to spread it. That's it for today. And our traditional way of closing, we wish each other a happy Monday. Why? Because whatever you focus on is going to grow. And if you focus on happiness, folks, I'm telling you, you're going to be happy. So I'm going to count to 2, and we just say happy Monday. 1, 2.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
All right, you guys stay happy. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.